Now it's July 4th weekend. It's actually the 3rd today. I got the day off. And I went and got some groceries. Holy crap, this groceries cost a lot of money. Anyway, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to take my mind off of the high cost of living, and I'm going to attempt to see if this truck will run. I think that's what I'm going to do. But first, I got to make it so the ignition switch will work. And I had to bring this contraption that I made probably 30 years ago. It's not the best thing, but it works. To press this plate down so I could get the little snap ring off, which is spring loaded. See there, the spring. Now I just got to pull this turn signal switch out, 3 screws, so that I can get to the screw that holds the locking cylinder in. That's what I got to do. And right there is the little bolt we're looking for. Take that out, and this should come on out. Alright, there it is. Now let's see if the one I brought, which is out of something else, will do the job. Looks like we got some debris in there. Alright, I might have to put the camera down and fight with it. It's not just sliding right in. Alright, there was a little pause in the video there on account of I had to go get another one of these because the one I brought didn't work. The one I'd so carefully hoarded all these years. Alright, now I just got to put that bolt back in. I decided to use not my homemade one. This one works much better. I might just throw that thing in the bushes. But it's kind of sentimental now. Alright, all I gotta do is push that little snap ring back in there. And that's good. Alright, watch this. Alright, now all I gotta do is hook up a battery. Which I'm not going to do right now because Mrs. Heavy Chevy insists I cook her something. Alright, now I'm back at it. I gotta rig this battery in here. I think I'm gonna pull the fuel line off because it ain't got no gas caps on it. Tank might be full of water. Hopefully it'll spin over and we can see what kind of goo or not is in the tank. Boy howdy, do we got stuff rigged up here. And I got a water bottle there. I'm gonna see if it'll crank over, and if it does, let's see what it pumps in there. Oh, we got a buzzer. But we got no turning over. Now it could be that battery is no good, being that it's dated 9/18, and that's some years back. It could be that. But I put it on the charger, said it was charged. Anyway, let's see what we see here. I gotta go back up and get my meter. Or it could be that poor connection there at the temporary permanent battery clamp. Let me investigate that. What's that you saying? I had to call Mrs. Heavy Chevy in to help me. But I gotta crawl under the truck first. Hey look, a Turbo 400. Alright, there's our starter. Alright Mama, hit the start. Should I start it? This doesn't seem to be helping. Alright, for some reason it won't start from up there, but it will from down here. That's inconvenient. A bee about got me. Did you hear it buzzing? I figured out why she won't start. They got this wire on the wrong terminal on the starter. It's got to go to the S terminal, which is the inside one. I think this truck died at the hands of a bad mechanic, is what happened here. Which is really a shame. It's really a pretty good old truck. You know, if you take them hubcaps off, I'd drive it. But it don't have no title, so it's gonna help make something else run, probably. Alright, I've made 33 trips to the shop and brought half the tools I have out here, so but I think I got the starter figured out. So let's hook up our battery with our vice grips and see if I'm right. Oh yeah. Now let's spin it over and see if we can see what kind of gas is in it. If it'll spin over. I got my fingers crossed. Oh yeah. It's squirting gas. Let's see what it looks like. Kind of brown. Don't smell too bad though. Let's let it settle and see if there's any water in it. Well, I don't think there's no more water in it than was in the bottle. So, it don't smell bad. Maybe I'll hook up the hose and see what happens. Let's spin it over a little bit. And then we'll go look and see if we can get gas spewing everywhere. It's squirting gas. Hey! It runs. It don't run too bad. Huh. So it got some water in it sitting, didn't it? We better drain that out before we run it. Well, that's exciting, kinda. I rolled the dice, and it runs. I wonder about this thing. It's got an orange motor, apparently, or at least orange heads. Anyway. That's a success. It ran. Now I got to gather up some bolts from home and a belt probably. And some oil. And a filter. And a tire. And then maybe the thing will move. Maybe.